Alrighty. All right. Yes. There I am, everybody. I know. You guys are locked on you. Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see you guys. So who is ready for New Year's Day breaking, huh? Oh, I am nervous to say the very least. So, yes. I know. Welcome in, everybody. Can everybody see me? I know. Hi. Hi. There it is. Hi. Yes. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully, at least I don't know if anyone's. I think I should hopefully be able to see your comments here on the side. So I'm kind of waiting to see if someone says something. But yes, yes. What is going on though, everybody? It is it's the Powder Keg Pack Rips. I know it is the New Year's Day break. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully this the camera and stuff's working for everyone. I know. Hi, hi, hi. How's it going? There it is. There's our first comment. Yes. Awesome. Very good. Welcome in, everybody. Yes, it is that time. Let's go. I know I decided to turn the camera around on me so you can see how boring I am when I'm breaking. But welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. It is that time. I am nervous as all hell. I will tell you that right now. That's there we go. Yeah. Yeah. We're doing it, folks. We're doing it. So awesome. Very good. And like I said, it's nice. I can see your comments right there. You can kind of see them popping up here, sort of below the thing. Very cool. Very cool. So again, hopefully everyone kind of enjoys the setup tonight. This is how we're going to be breaking today. Yes, you're going to be seeing this magnificent face. I know, not only just my mitts, but you're going to see this mug. I know. So, you know, what a treat for you guys, right? I know. All righty. There we go. 24-25 Series 1. This is our master case. Yes. Let's see. I haven't even looked at the numbers yet. What we got for numbers? Well, how about that? We got old 97 on the numbers there. Old 97. You kind of see it right there, I guess. So 97 is the final two numbers. All right. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy open. This is our New Year's Day break. This is just part number 1, folks. We are going all day long. First up, obviously, here is the Series 1, and then we'll be moving into the SPA next, and we'll end up with the single box, the single pack boxes at the end, the ingrained, and then the SPA. And there it is, everybody. McJesus on the number, McJesus on the box. You better believe it. So, and we just kind of wiggle these bad boys on out. Something like that. Got 4 boxes. 4 boxes. And 4 boxes. So now the age-old question, everybody, where do we start? I'm going to leave that always up to you guys. You guys tell me what you want to do. We got stack 1, stack 2, then stack 3. Again, anybody can give me the answer. Just give me an order. 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't matter. So it could be 3, 1, 2. Center. So we'll say 2. So this will be our first one. And what's next? Left or right? Left or the right? What are we going to do? Left side or right side after? Again, we'll do the middle first. So this is the first one we'll do. All right, there we go. So we will set that right there. Right there. You just about see everything up there, I guess. Just about. You can kind of see it. There's 3 boxes there. All right. Get some of that glare off there. There we go. All righty. Our boxes have been selected. Our card holders have been dropped. Well, well, I mean, they're all going to get opened up, so there really is no wrong answer here. And to be honest with you, when I break, like a lot of times, I like to slow build, you know. So we'll start off small, and then again, as the break goes on, let's see the bigger and bigger stuff. So, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll do the best we can. All righty. So real quick, we're going to go over the break predictions real fast. And then I'll go over the teams list, and then we'll get ready to start breaking and ripping our. Again, this is just part 1. We got all day. We're going to be doing this, folks. So again, maybe this case doesn't treat your team as well. You know, we still got, you know, like another whatever it is, like 29 more boxes or something to rip after that. So you know, we got plenty of chances here. So today, again, I'm going to do break predictions for every case we do. So for the series 1, our 4 break predictions are as follows. Again, if you're not familiar, we do 4 break predictions. If we get 3 out of the 4 correctly, we will give a prize away basically associated with that. If we do 4 for 4, though, we will not only give the original prize away, we'll be then giving away an additional prize as well on top of that. So tonight, or well, not really tonight, today, for our series 1 break, the prizes, if we go 3 out of 4, how are we doing it? Yeah, how are we doing, Nikki? There we go. But if we do 3 out of 4 today, with this one, our prize will be a $10 break credit giveaway. But if we do 4 for 4, we'll not only do the $10 and break credit, but I'll also be giving away a series stack, if you will. Shepard, Minchikov, we got Lemieux there. Outburst Luke Hughes, then we got the couple checklist, and then we got the Logan Cooley Young Guns. So we'll be giving this away again. If we get 4 for 4, I'll give this stack to again someone that's I guess it really doesn't matter whether I guess everyone has the same teams in every case. So, but we'll give that away though if we're able to do 4 for 4 in this one. So the break predictions are as follows. We're looking for at least 3 Young Gun variants out of this case. Again, that excludes any of the canvas or the clear cut, because again, hopefully those are kind of a given, if you will. So again, we're looking for the outbursts, the exclusives, the deluxe, the red outbursts, and if God willing, a gold outburst. Break prediction number 2: hit a rookie. Has to be a rookie pink Dazzler. And I thought that was kind of a different one to do. Prediction for 3: hit a card numbered to 25 or less. So again, if we hit like a red outburst, even if it's a base card, that's fine. That should be numbered to 25. So that'll do it. And then of course the final one: hit 2 black and white Young Gun canvases. So that is our break predictions for our series 1 case. Again, 3 out of 4 will net you guys a $10 break credit prize. Again, that'll go to somebody, one of the teams in here. And then again, if we go 4 for 4, we will do the $10 in break credit, and then we'll also do the series stack as well. All right, folks, it is time to do the teams list real fast. Again, I have the Chicago Serial Raz, folks. I got all your numbering stuff here, so again, we'll pay attention to that as well. Also, Toronto is being split between Foxy and BP. So the first 6 boxes will be going to Foxy. The last 6 will be going to BP. I'll try to make some separate stacks for you guys as well as we're breaking to try to keep them separated as best as possible. So for our series one, and again, actually, I guess for the whole entire break, because again, this is the list for everything. So Anaheim's going to our main man Brock. We got Boston to Micah, Buffalo to Jeff, Calgary to Nikki. We got Carolina to Chris. Chicago is the Serial Raz. We have Chicago's the Serial Raz. Colorado's going to Santa. CBJ to Dar. Dallas to Brian. Detroit to Izzy. Pack a Day Hockey over on Instagram. We have Edmonton going to our boy Snowy. Florida going to Keith. We got Kings going to Dar. We have Minnesota going to Brendan. We got Montreal, big here going to Vance. Best of luck, obviously, Vance. Nashville's going to Graham. Jersey's going to Dub. We have the Islanders going to BP. Rangers going to Brian. Ottawa to Mike. We have Philly going to BP. Pittsburgh to Graham. San Jose going to our boy Snowy once again. We have Jeff the Butcher. The Butcher getting the Blues. We have Snowy with Seattle. Tampa Bay going to Rob. Big Daddy Rob. We got Toronto, again, being split between Foxy and BP. Utah going to Brian. Vancouver going to Shane. VGK going to Ken Debbie Duck. Then we got Washington to Graham. And then Mike with the Jets. And again, for the Chicago Serial Raz will be as follows. If we hit a Chicago numbered card, if it ends in 1, it'll go to Shane. If it ends in 2, it'll go to BP. 3 to Jan, 4 to Ryan, 5 to BP, 6 to Caleb, 7 to Santa, 8 to Brian, 9 to Caleb, and 0 to Santa. So there you go. Long-winded, and we are ready to rock and roll. So again, best of luck, everybody. Well, you're a new daddy. I had to think of something there. That's the only thing I think was like baby, baby dad, so that's just the association going on in my head right now. But best of luck, everybody. Let's see what we got in here. We got, looks like 35 on the sticker and 73 on the box. Again, best of luck, everybody, tonight. Thank you again, truly. Like I said, I had complete faith we were going to get it done. I'm just always amazed, though, that when we do. But again, like I said, always a big effort on your guys' part. So we are going to try to do our best to hopefully make it worthwhile for everybody. But again, thank you so much. Again, thank you for a big 2025. Let's hope 2026 is going to be just as kind. And let's see some more big shit come on down the line for us, right? We want them monsters, folks. We want to go nuclear today. We want to hit them big bad boys. Yep, like I said, I am definitely a little bundle of nerves right now. Just like I said, I just want to do good, folks. Like I said, I really do appreciate the support. I do the best I can. I really try to give you guys as much as I can back. I try to be as fair as possible. We can do this. Let's do this. All right, best of luck, folks. It is time. Yeah. Alrighty. So we might have a Dazzler or something in there. Never mind. Yeah, like I said, I've been wanting to kind of get the other camera going on so people can actually start seeing me, but so hopefully, like I said, this is all a trial run. We'll see how it goes, but like I said, hopefully, everyone seems to be okay with it so far. So we got breaking news though. Cale Makar. I think that's just how they look. I don't think that's a variant or whatever. We got, I forgot about these. The PvP, Makar Kaprizov. We got Checkpoint, Jimmy Beasley. That'll do it for pack number 1. All righty. what do we got next? We got our first Young Gun, it does look like, in here. Maybe a black and white. I don't know. What we got? It is a black and white. Going to the Colorado Avalanche. We got Devin Taves. Yeah. Hi. Anyways, so we got the black and white Devin Taves, and then right behind it, and we got a centerman. Oops. Oh, well, never mind. Oops, my bad. There was a Young Gun canvas there. So there you go. So we got like we got a black and white Devin Taves there. We got the Logan Malloy. I think that's how you say his name, Logan Malloy. Young Gun canvas for the Habs. So there you go, going for the Habs. And then we got Matt Rempe for the Rangers Young Gun. So that was a pretty solid pack. Like I said, did not notice the Young Gun canvas in there. That one kind of snuck up on me. Sometimes the cards kind of stick or whatever, so I don't really they don't really reveal themselves as well. No. Good old Matt Rempe. Or our Rangers. Devin Taves, black and white for the Avs. Got Young Gun canvas going to the Habs. Logan Malloy. Again, like I said, if I pronounce folks' names wrong, which I probably will, especially when we get to Ingrained, I'm not going to lie. There's going to be a lot of names in Ingrained. I'm going to be like, nope. So again, if I do mispronounce names, I do apologize. And like I said, trust me, I'm very well aware that I'm probably not saying it right, but, just bear with me, folks. Just bear with me. We got a Silver Outburst base here going to the Vancouver Canucks. We got Quinn Hughes, obviously now the Wild Persuasion. We got Gaming Co-op for the Vegas Golden Knights. And then we got portraits going to Boston Pastrnak. Yeah, with the new setup, Anna, there's normally 3 inserts in a pack. Normally, you might get a 4th one every once in a good while too, but normally you should get at least 3 in every pack. Like that's the new setup they went to. And there's a speckle there. Field of view there. Robert Thomas going to the Blues. And we got Gaming Co-op for the Pens, Crosby Malkin. And then we got a checkpoint. Charlie Coyle, and that's going to Boston on that one. That's just a bunch of base. Looks like we got another canvas in here. Probably not obviously a Young Gun canvas since we already hit one, but for the Minnesota Wild starting us off, Mats Zuccarello for the Wild. And then we got a Young Gun, what are these called again? Renewed or something like that. Young Gun Renewed. Going to the Flyers, we have Claude Giroux. And then we got a Columbus Blue Jackets Young Gun right behind here, James Malatesta. James Malatesta going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah, those will be ones. Those the Young Gun retros will be ones that I will sleeve up probably after the break is all after the break is all said and done. And just try to save a little bit of time. But I will sleeve those ones up though. I will. Just not right now. All right, there we go. We got breaking news Bedard. We got the Gaming XP here. Kucherov for the Lightning. And we got UD Portraits, Igor Sturkin for the Rangers right after that. Oh, upside down there. I was like, wait, what's going on here? So we got upside down deluxe, the Young Gun behind it. But the deluxe is going to the Bolts. Mikhail Sergachev. 208 out of 250. Mikhail Sergachev for the Bolts. So there you go, Rob. There you go, Big Daddy. All right. We got our Young Gun behind it. Going to the Bolts as well. Maxwell Crozier. It's Crozier. Going to the Bolts, Young Gun. And then Aimbots, Ovechkin. Right after that. All right, going to the Bolts. Get all these guys all sleeved up. Very nice. All righty. Moving right along. Yeah. So we got another canvas in here. Yuri Slafkovsky on the Blue Dazzler. Excuse me. Going to the Habs. So nice seeing some Habs kind of pop up early. So that could be a good sign for Vance there, maybe. Slafkovsky Blue Dazzler. Again, we'll sleeve that one up again later. And then we got Cole Caulfield canvas for the Habs. And then Gaming FOV Field of View, we got Nathan McKinnon. I got to get my stacks right here. Organization is key. I don't have tons of room here, folks. So, all right. What do we got? What do we got up next? We got our Young Gun renewed going to the Winnipeg Jets. We got Mark Scheifele. And then we got another one here for the Tampa Bay Lightning, Emil Lilleberg. Going to the Bolts, and then we got a City Satellites Bedard right after that. Get this guy sleeved up. That's what, Young Gun number 4. So we should still have 2 more Young Guns to go. It probably looks like this will have one, and then the last pack will have one. Yep, there's a Young Gun right in there. And then another Young Gun renewed here for the Maple Leafs. We got Nazem Kadri. That one is going to Foxy there. Nazem Kadri. Young Gun renewed. And then we got the Young Gun behind him. Justin Brazeau. Foxy. All right. And then we got Justin Brazeau for the Boston Bruins Young Gun. And then Kucherov, Aimbot right after that. Come on now, give it up. All right. So how are we doing on this fine New Year's Day? Did everyone have a nice New Year's Eve? Did everyone rock out? Like I said, I was in bed early. Like I didn't even wait for the ball to drop. I was in bed. Like I said, I was more interested in a break than a ball drop. I know that. Got Samuel Gerard. We got Austin Matthews breaking news. And then we got the PvP. This is going to Tage Thompson and Austin Matthews right there. All right, last one. We'll go ahead and drop down our next box, get that one ready to rock and roll. Last pack of box number 1. Pastrnak City Satellites. It's a defenseman. That could be good. And it is good. There you go, Montreal, starting us off strong in the first box. Lane Hudson, Young Gun. So there you go, Vance. That's going to start you off hopefully in the right direction there. And then we got City Satellites, Panarin. We just got the base. I know you do, and that's okay. A strong box to start us off with. Lane Hudson, Young Gun. One second, let me move the base out of the way real fast. And yes, you may see me I'm back here in a room all by myself, folks. I gotta try to enjoy it somehow. So yes, it is a vape pen, I know. Let's see what we got. We got 19. This is box number 2. We have 19 on the sticker. 19 on the sticker, and then we got 91 on the box. So we have the reverse numbering there. 19 on the sticker, 91 on the box. All right, let's see what we get. This is box number 2. All right, empty box. 19 on the sticker, 91 on the box. Best of luck. Say pretty good start. Pretty good start with the first box. So let's see if we can, like I said, hopefully kind of continue that. Sorry, I had to kind of check. So it looked like I was like, oh, maybe we got already a variant, but no, it's not a variant. But it is a Logan Cooley. Breaking news. And we got ourselves PvP. We got Pettersson and Beniers. And then we got a Bedard portrait right after that. Oh, excuse me. Got our first Young Gun. Ooh, we got a black one here. I do like the black the black variant. That's going to the Rangers, Artemi Panarin. So that's a black aimbot variant. I do like those black ones. Those are really cool. We got a right wing going to the Winnipeg Jets, Nikita Chibrikov. Going to the Winnipeg Jets. And then we got the original aimbot Braden Point for the Lightning right after that. And then just a whole bunch of base. I'll show you the. Huh. Normally I thought they said on here like it'd say like black for like the parallel, but I guess not here. But that's what it is though. Going to the Rangers, we got Demi Panarin. We'll get Mr. Chibrikov all sleeved up here. For the Jets, actually we'll take down. So there. All right. On to the next. We got another blue dazzle here, Matthew Tkachuk for the Florida Panthers. That's going to you, Keith. Your boy Tkachuk. And then we got a UD canvas here going to the Philadelphia Flyers, Tyson Forrester. And then we got Matthews and Marner right after that. Just got a bunch of base. What do we got next? We got our next young gun in this one. Well, there you go. For the Washington Capitals, we have the young gun renewed Alex Ovechkin. Young gun renewed going to the Capitals. And I just learned this guy's name here. Gage Gonsalves. Gage Gonsalves for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Young gun. And then we got Matthew Tkachuk aimbot right after that. I will say, obviously, hopefully we can get maybe one of the young gun reneweds that are like a like exclusive. Because I know they got like numbered ones, I think, in there. I think they also have like outbursts as well. So that'd be kind of cool if we can hit something like that. Gonsalves. Yeah, like I said, I hope we get some good variants in here. I'm sure we'll get at least a couple, but hopefully there'll be some bangers for sure. Another UD canvas here. We have Joel Farabee of the Flyers. Then we got a Sparkle A lines for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Gaudreau, Fantilli, and Marchenko. And we got Gaming XP Sidney Crosby right after that. We got Leo Carlson, breaking news. Sam Reinhart, Gaming XP. And we got Vincent Desharnais for the Oilers, checkpoint. After that, we just got the base. Got a young gun in here. What do we got up next? What is the next young gun going to be? We have a Sparkle checkpoint for Brock Faber. And for the Vegas Golden Knights, Lucas Cormier. Young gun for the Knights. And then we got Cole Caulfield, City Satellite, right after that. Should be young gun number 3 out of this box. Should get 3 more. All righty. What we got next? We got the Sparkle PvP here, Cider and Fantilli. We got Gaming FOV, Field of View. We got Ovechkin of the Capitals. And then we got William Borgen, the Kraken checkpoint. Young gun. Let's see what we got for our young gun. We got a canvas up, though. First, we have Jordan Kyrou of the Blues. Beauty canvas. And we got John Carlson for the Capitals. Young gun renewed up next. Going to Washington. That's going to you, Graham. And then we got Zach Dean. Young gun for the Blues. To round out that pack. Let's get this guy sleeved up. All right. We got an acetate in here, folks. And it looks like it's a base. I don't think it is a young gun. I think it's a base clear cut. Going to got Alex Kerfoot. Alex Kerfoot of the Utah Mammoth. We got Alex Ovechkin, UD Canvas right after that. And then we got a young gun right behind him. There it is, going to the Chicago Blackhawks. Obviously, this is a non-numbered hit, so this will be basically, again, we will take the original list for Chicago, then we will then re-random it. And then basically however many cards we have, I'll let you guys, obviously, like I said, if we only get 6 of these, then obviously the top 6, when after we do the re-random, we'll get to choose. You guys will kind of draft your cards there. So, but I knew that was going to happen because obviously I knew Chicago had a few young guns on the checklist, so I figured we were going to get at least a couple, kind of non-numbered Chicago hits going to you guys. So, yeah, I kind of look at it as, like I said, it's a way of like, if you don't maybe get nothing during the break, I mean, it's kind of like a last, kind of like to get like a second chance at maybe pulling and getting something going your way there from Chicago. All right. Mazar, though. Looks like we got an outburst, but it is a base, it looks like. Going to the Dallas Stars. Dallas is going to Brian. We have Jake Ottinger. Silver outburst. Get a nice looking card there overall. And I will sleeve that up again after the break. Clayton Keller. And then we got Thatcher Demko for the Canucks. All right, so we'll drop down box number 3. Young gun. Let's see what our last young gun's going to be. We got a young gun renewed, though, first and foremost. Going to the New York Islanders, we got John Tavares. Young gun renewed, going to the Islanders. And we got a left wing. Going to the New York Rangers, Brennan Othmann. Going to the Rangers. And then we got the aimbot, Sidney Crosby. to round out that final pack there. Again, that's box number 2. Moving into box number 3. Take Mr. Malloy out the way. All right, 1 second, folks, as I get the base out of the way. So hopefully I have enough room for all that. All right. Box number 3. We got 34 on the sticker. And looks like 73 on the box. 34 and 73. Packs, 3 packs, 3 packs. There we go. MD, 34 and 73. All right. What do we got next? Not seeing anything. Just anything out of the ordinary. Got our next Sparkle A-lines here going to the New Jersey Devils. Hughes, Bratt, and Meyer. PvP, we got Troy Terry and William Eklund. And then we got Yuri Slafkovsky for the checking point. After that, pack number 2. Uh-oh, we got another acetate. And it is looking like the Young Gun. So I think we got our Young Gun clear cut here, folks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this for the very end of the box. All right, what do we got here? What is next? Oh, we got a Young Gun Outburst there. Almost missed that one. Whew. All righty, so let's see what the position is. Oh, it's a defenseman. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Could it be? Let's see what we got. Oh, so close. So close. Of course, you got a little bit of a scuff or something on the surface. You can kind of see there. Huh. Yeah, weird. But so close, though. Going to the Montreal Canadiens, Logan Malloy, Silver Outburst. Young Gun. Try to set that box aside just in case. Game co-op for the Senators. And then we got Clayton Keller. Portrait right after that. Well, just because, like I said, that scuff is there. Let's see, like it's right up there. Just because you got that. So I'm kind of glad it wasn't a Hudson, because that would have just been like, oh. But again, obviously, Vance, if you want, I can always, like I did, set the box aside. So if you want, I can obviously contact Upper Deck and see about possibly getting a replacement for this. But this will go towards your break prediction. This is 1 down. You still got 2 more to go for the Young Gun variants there. All righty. We got the Avalanche Gaming Co-op, McKinnon and McCarr. That's a sparkle. And then, of course, now we got the base to bring Cat Larkin for the Wings. And Casey Cizikas checkpoint. Got a young gun in here. Got a UD Canvas Luke Hughes for the Devils. And then we got a Ryan Getzlaf for the Ducks. Young gun renewed here. Going to the, again, Anaheim. Ryan Getzlaf. And then we got our young gun here, Brad Lambert. The Winnipeg Jets. Good old Brad Lambert. What do you know about Brad Lambert? All right. They don't. They just don't. They don't respect the Lambert. Got breaking news: Ryan Suter for the Stars. And we got Gaming XP McKinnon. And then UD Portrait JT Miller after that. Into the second half of box 3 here. All right, we got a young gun in here. Let's see what kind of young gun we're gonna get. I think we got another upside down card. So I don't know if that's a oh, yep, it is it's a base exclusives here, so this should be out of 100. Going to the Seattle Kraken, we got Vince Dunn. Seattle is going to Snowy. That's 45 out of 100. 45 out of 100, it looks like. UD base exclusive. And there you go, Foxy. Marshall, was it Rafal or I can't remember how you said how you're supposed to say his name, but whatever, Mike or Marshall Rafal or something. Going to the Leafs there, so that's going to you, Foxy. I'll make sure to try to set that aside. And then we got aimbot Jason Robertson. So Slush is on the board. Alrighty. So we're getting everybody on the board. It's done. We got UD exclusive base. We got ourselves young gun for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Alrighty. Ryan O'Reilly, Coyle, McDavid, Boldy. And for the Carolina Hurricanes, we have Blue Dazzler, Martin Necas. Dazzler. And then we got UD Canvas going to the Oilers. We have Evander Kane. That's right. That's how it works. Field of view, we got Quinn Hughes of the Nucks. You just got the rest of the base there. So we got maybe Young Gun renewed in there. And we do got another Young Gun renewed going to the Capitals. We got Nicholas Backstrom. Going to the Caps. And we got a young gun behind him. There you go. Going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Luca Del Bel Blues. Luca Del Bel Blues, young gun for the CBJ. And then we got City Satellites, Kirill Kaprizov. Get Mr. Bel Blues all sleeved up here. So let's pull him out of the way. All right, we got 3 packs left, and then we still got to see what our clear cut's going to be. I think I saw a base young gun in there as well, so we'll probably have a couple young guns in that when we get to it. We got ourselves, again, young gun renewed here, Brock Nelson of the Islanders. We got a goalie here. Going to the Philadelphia Flyers, we got Ivan Fedotov. Ivan Fedotov for the Philly Flyers young gun. And then we got the aimbot, Tim Stutzlo. There you go, Philly. Fedotov. 2 packs left to go. Yes, Happy New Year there, Nikki. Yeah, let's hopefully we can really start the year off with a bang. If that was going to be young gun camps or not. Going to the Nashville Predators, we got Thomas Novak. Tristan Jarry. Tristan Jarry. And we got Weegar and Hughes. All right, get our last one down now. It's box number 4. Final, well, again, not our final young gun, I suppose, but one of the final ones. We got a speckled UD Portraits going to the Montreal Canadiens, Cole Caulfield. We got a left wing young gun. Going to the Chicago Blackhawks, we got Landon Slaggert. And then Elias Pettersson, City Satellites. For the Nucks. Them crazy little Nucks, I tell you. All right. All right. Let's see what we have her, right? As a young gun acetate, it does look like to me. So let's peel back those layers. Oh, wow. So this is actually like a loaded pack here. We'll just go get the base out of the way. I was just going to move it, but then it's like, you'll see why. So we got our first one here. We're going to start with the young gun here in the back. It's a right winger. That's a nice one there. Going to the Utah Mammoth, we got Josh Doan. And, of course, right behind that, we have a young gun canvas. That's a nice one there. Going to the Rangers, Matt Rempe. Young gun canvas. And then we have our 3 young guns in one pack, right? So now we have our clear cut here. Let's see what the position is. It's a left winger. Best of luck, everybody. Let's see where the clear cut is going. Going to the Vancouver Canucks, Arshdeep Bains. So Vancouver is going to Shane. So there you go, Shane Arshdeep Bains, Young Gun clear cut. Not too bad. Again, I know he's playing for the Nucks, so decent little hit there going to Vancouver. Arshdeep Bains, Young Gun clear cut. Alrighty, so there's that. We'll get these other guys sleeved up real fast as well. Slide down, Mr. Runaway up. We'll get Mr. Doan all sleeved up here. There we go. Josh Doan. Big hits. I don't think we've had like big hits. I mean, we've had some good hits so far, but again, this is box 4, I think, right now. So we still have quite a bit to open out of the series. All right. But so far, a pretty decent case at the moment. All right, what do we got next? This is box number 4. We got 39 on the sticker, and looks like 00 on the box. So 39 and 00. All right, 3. We got 3, 3, and of course 3. Set that off to the side. All right. So we got a Young Gun in here. Let's see what we got. This is box number 4, everybody. We got a black and white canvas here going to the New York Rangers. We got Adam Fox. And we got ourselves another Young Gun canvas right after that. Oh, look at that. It's a double wild pack there. Liam Ogren, Young Gun canvas for the Minnesota Wild. Then we got Marat Hushtinov, or something. I think it's something like along those lines, like Hushtinov or something. Going to the Wild there. Hushtinov. And we got just a bunch of base right after that. Let's see what we got. Mr. Liam Ogren, Young Gun canvas, all ready to rock and roll. There you go. Going to the Wilds. There you go, Minnesota. Minnesota is going to Brendan. Congrats there, Brandon. Down balloons. All right. We got an outburst, but it looks like a base. Going to the New Jersey Devils, we have John Marino. Silver outbursts. We got gaming co-op for the Kings, Byfield, and Kopitar. Mr. Victor Hedman. UD Portraits right after that. Another young gun in this one. We got ourselves a young gun renewed Chris Kreider for the Rangers. Another Rangers hit. We got another Brennan Othman here. We hit one a little bit earlier. That's number 2 there. And then we got Aimbots, Adrian Kempe for the Kings. And like I said, for some reason, if you don't really hit a lot, maybe in this case, again, totally fine. We still got 2 more cases to be breaking after this. So, plenty of chances. Again, all the teams are pretty much going to stay the same throughout every case. So, give you guys a chance, hopefully, to make yourself some nice little stacks of cards, Got ourselves Robbie Fabry of the Wings there, UD Canvas. We got Jonathan Huberdeau of the Florida Panthers. Doobie Doobie Doo going to Keith there in the Panthers. We got a young gun behind him. And then we got another Gage Gonsalves for the Bolts. Again, that's the second one we've hit of him. Did hit one a little bit earlier. Alrighty, Gage Gonsalves. Let's see. I don't know what's in here. Let's find out. Excuse me. We got A-Lines speckled for the Vegas Golden Knights. Velarde Gaming. And then we got Robert Thomas UD Portrait for the Blues. And silly Blues. Got ourselves another young gun in here. Let's see what we got. What are we young gunning? We got another upside down UD exclusive going to the Vancouver Canucks. We got JT Miller, 65 out of 100. 65 out of 100 JT Miller UD exclusive base. We got a young gun. Going to the San Jose Sharks, we got Colin Graff. Colin Graff there. We got going to the Sharkies. Then we got aimbot Connor McDavid. Get this guy sleeved up. Got to probably open some new packs of Top Lotus here very, very soon. Graph, there you go. Halfway. Box number 4. And we got Dylan Cousins up next. Blue Dazzler for the Buffalo Sabres, Dylan Cousins. Got Pavel Buchnevich up next for the Blues, canvas. And we got Field of View, Robert Thomas of the Blues right after that. All right, what do we got? Looks like a young gun. Got the young gun. Yeah, Carey Price, first and foremost, young gun renewed for the Habs. Another defenseman going to the Chicago Blackhawks, Ethan Del Mastro. Del Mastro there, young gun going to the Hawks. Again, like I said, all the Hawks will be, all the non-numbered will be basically, again, we'll reset the list and then we'll get a new draft list basically made up. And then, whatever's there. Again, whoever, like I said, there's only 6 cards. Then whoever gets basically spots 1 through 6 will essentially get to choose one of the cards that are available. It's kind of like I said, it's kind of nice little like a second chance possibly there. Mastro. Take him down now. What do we got? Tour. Got McDavid breaking news for the Oilers. Cider Fantilli PvP. And Alexei Toropchenko for the Blues right after that. Toropchenko. Oops. It's like we got a. No, never mind. I thought it was a black and white, not a black and white. We got Charlie Coyle, the Bruins there, UD Canvas. Looking dapper with the dog. Thatcher Demko up next. Breaking news. Excuse me. And then we got Draisaitl and Kadri right after that. All right, another young gun. Young gun. Carter Verhaeghe speckled for the Florida Panthers. Canvas. And there it is for the Anaheim Ducks. Forgot about him. We got Cutter Gauthier going to Anaheim Young Gun. So you go Brock, and then we got Alex DeBrincat, City Satellites. Be interesting once we get into like SPA, because then obviously the rookies really open up then, right? It's not just kind of like, because obviously with series, you kind of need to spread out the bigger players amongst the other different series and stuff. But SPA is just the one product, so everything's going to be in there then at that point. So I think it's really going to open things up then, possibility wise, right? So that would be interesting once we get into there. Mr. Gauthier. Get box number 5 drop down. We got the Gaming Co-op speckled. Kyrou Thomas of the Blues. Excuse me. And then we got McKinnon and Makar. And then Oliver Ekman Larson for the Panthers. Them Swamp Cats. All right, 1 second. Work out. All right, there you go. All right, let's see what we got here. Box number 5. We got 40 on the sticker. Can't really see it. 40 on the sticker and 61 on the box. Let's see what we get. What is next in box number 5? Almost halfway through our first case. Again, 12 boxes, 40 on the sticker, 61 on the box. But like I said, that was kind of the reason why I set this break up the way it did, because like I said, I kind of wanted to start off on something a little more simpler, a little more basic, a little more cheaper. Like I said, series is always something I think that's, it's a flagship kind of product. So again, that's why I left it up to you guys what, kind of which one we wanted to do and whatnot. We got an acetate here. It is a base acetate, but like I said, that's how I wanted to set it up. Like I said, I wanted to kind of let you guys more or less kind of decide what we end up doing. And going to the Edmonton Oilers, we have clear cut Raphael Lavoie. Going to the Oilers. So there you go, Snowy. Yeah, I'll be sleeving that up afterwards and things, so don't worry. We have Clayton Keller canvas, and then we got Zach Ostapchuk. For the Ottawa Senators. That is going to our buddy Mike there, our resident Sens fan. Again, I remember there was a point in time that I always wondered why we didn't have more Sens fans in our break room, because we were pulling Sens left and right, folks. It was a proverbial Sensapalooza there. But that's what breaks, though. I think they always come around at some point. Got an outburst base, it looks like, in here. Yeah, not every break's gonna be a winner for every team, but eventually it'll come back around. Going to the LA Kings, we have Trevor Moore, silver outburst. That's going to Dar there. Trevor Moore, silver outburst. Field of View, we got Panarin rocking the bald head there, looking about as good as I do. I know, not to brag myself, but Travis Konechny. All right, what do we got? We got the young gun in here. What are we young gunning for? We got a young gun renewed here, going to the Pittsburgh Penguins. We got Ryan Malone. We got another Chibrakov young gun going to the Jets, and then we got Aimbots McKinnon right after that. The old Aimbots and McKinnon. But like I said, that was kind of the thought process. Though, is I wanted to kind of have something a little more basic to start off with. I thought series was a good. As much as I would have, been also even open to doing credentials, but I just kind of like, I think we've opened enough credentials. I think folks want a little bit of break from that, so that's fine. But like I said, so I wanted to start everything off today with like something a little more simple, a little bit easier, kind of like to just kind of get things going. So series is what it was, and like I said, we all kind of decided that series 1 was the way to go by a majority vote. But obviously as we progress, right, as we get into to more cases and stuff, it should get a little more robust. That's the hitch. The potential should just be going right up. We got Troy Terry UD canvas. Shimon Nemec. And we got Svechnikov. Like I said, I'm really interested in getting into SPA. We've opened, that's literally going to be like our 6th. Like we opened a lot of SPA this year for 24th. We opened a lot. Like But we hit some really amazing stuff though out of those cases. And again, like I said, it was just one of those products that I felt that everyone can kind of get behind, and everybody kind of tends to enjoy. There's a lot of autos and things like that that can come out of the box, a lot of good stuff. So that's kind of why I went with SPA then at that. And then the ingrained, again, like I said, I kind of let you guys for the more or less decide that, because I was actually leaning more towards getting the case of 25, 26 Black Diamond. But it seemed like, again, it was a new product that's coming out. Everyone was kind of interested in it. We got some folks that do like the old school. We like some of the older players and things, the vets, the alumni or whatever. So again, and like I said, it came down to, like I said, you guys voted for it, and that's what we went with. And but I think though overall, the ingrained kind of serves the same purpose though as the Black Diamond would have, because I know obviously again with the different years and stuff like that, you're going to get a different rookie crop. You're going to get some different hits and stuff. And that was my thing, is I wanted to try to give every team hopefully at least a decent checklist or two that where they could hopefully get some hits and stuff from. And but the ingrained, yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, ingrained, it will be interesting to see what happens with that. I will definitely be very interested to see what we can do. But like I said, it came down to that. And we got another black one I think here. Oh, very nice. Black City Satellites going to the Detroit Red Wings. There you go, Izzy. Alex DeBrincat. So I really do like these black variants. Like I said, I do like those. Like I think I kept most of mine that I've hit. I only hit a couple, but really just nice looking cards. And there he is, the Wall from St. Paul himself, going to the Minnesota Wild, Jesper Wallstedt. There you go. And we got Aimbots, Kyle Connor. Boston, you've hit I think a young gun so far and like a couple like inserts, but other than that, that's been about it. So they've been a little quiet, but they've got a few hits already so far. But yeah, so again, I'm looking forward to the ingrained and everybody. Like I said, like I said, kind of came down to Black Diamond ingrained, and but like I said, you guys all kind of lean towards more ingrained, and again, totally fine. If that's what you guys want to break, then I will do my best I can to make it happen. And we did. But again, overall, like I said, that was the point. Though it still kind of satisfied that purpose of, again, giving some teams that maybe didn't have a lot. Maybe say in series or some, again, it's a team like the Islanders. You know what I'm saying? Like their checklist and ingrained is very good. And it kind of helps fill that out a little bit. The Wall from St. Paul himself, Jesper Wallstedt. There you go. Very nice. I forget that there's certain guys in here, like the Gauthier I forgot about Wallstedt. I mean, there's definitely some good players in this set for sure. I mean, obviously, I always thought we were going to do Series 2 because of Celebrini and Mishkov, but everyone, I was surprised when the Series 1 got the nod vote-wise again. We got ourselves another Dazzler coming up. For the Utah Mammoth, we got Clayton Kella. He's a Kella, folks. He's a Kella. And we got Mr. Byfield, UD Canvas. Game co-op, Kyrou and Thomas. So hopefully you guys like seeing this mug. Like I said, I want to try it for today and see how it went, and like I said, kind of get the kind of the reactions and kind of see if everyone likes this setup. And we got another one for the Rangers here. We have Young Gun Renewed, Henrik Lundqvist, King Henrik. And right behind him, we have another goalie young gun here. We have Ivan Fedotov once again for the Flyers. Pasternak. And then obviously, again, like I said, I had those extra boxes of Premier. Those were originally going to be included in the mixers that we were going to do kind of leading up to this, that's why I got them, but it never kind of really made sense to put them in anything because, again, they are kind of expensive boxes. So it kind of, makes it a little bit challenging at times, I think, including them. But point being is I had those extra boxes more or less left over, and that's why I just said, you know what, we're just gonna throw them in this break again. I literally did not add the cost of those boxes into this break at all, and I think overall it probably saved close to about $1,000. So, um, but again, like I said, it was just like I said, something I wanted to do. Like I said, just give you guys some extra. Again, it's 24-25 stuff, so it kind of opens the thing up more for Celebrinis and Hudsons and Mishkovs and all those guys. Just adds to the mix. Got Duck Speckled A-line here. Zegers, McTavish, and Terry. Pasternak Gaming XP. And Brock Faber. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got. We got a young gun. We got a speckled aimbot first, though. Nylander of the Leafs. This one's still going to Foxy. And there it is going to, I didn't forget about him, though. Going to the Dallas Stars. We got Logan Stankoven, young gun here, going to Dallas. Then we got another Dallas hit right behind him, Jason Robertson, UD portrait. Very nice, very nice. Good spread of young guns and stuff so far. Take Rempy out the way. All right, we got 2 packs left in box number 5. Then we're going to get into the final box before we switch over Toronto's ownership to BP. That'll be the final 6 boxes. Those will go to him. We got a speckled gaming here going to David Pasternak. Krill Marchenko, Field of View. And Sidney Crosby, checkpoint. Laugh pack magic. Let's see the magic. We got a young gun. We got a canvas going to the Vegas Golden Knights. Mr. Jack Eichel. Then we got Alexander Semin. Young gun renewed for the Capitals. And going to the San Jose Sharks, we got Shakir Mukhamadullin. Going to the Sharks. Going to you, Snowy, there. Here. Mr. Mukhamadullin. Here we go. Going to them Sharkies. Out the way. All right, so we're still looking for a card numbered out of 25. We're still looking for a rookie pink Dazzler. Got 2 more Young Gun variants, and we're still looking for hopefully a black, at least 2 black and white Young Gun canvases. Alrighty. If this box number 6 is our halfway point. We got looks like 38 on the sticker, 38 on sticker, and then it's like 40 on the box. So I think 38 and 40. So this could be a good one. I always like when the numbers are close like that. Three, and 3. Best of luck. Again, this is our halfway point for our first case of Series 1. Again, once we finish this up, again, like I said, I'll kill the feed. I'm going to, like I said, get kind of things cleaned up here, get things kind of out of the way, get things ready to rock and roll for SPA. I'm going to take a little break, obviously, in between, and then we'll get ready to rock and roll with SPA. Probably, like I said, between, my guess is like 4 or 5. And then again, same thing, we'll break that. I'll kill the feed, get everything kind of set up and ready for the ingrain. Then we'll go live for that at the end of the night. We'll finish it off. Field of View, Jason Robertson for the Dallas Stars. And we got Ivan Barbashev for the Vegas Golden Knights. And then for the New York Islanders, we have Ruslan Shakov. Again, I'm probably saying that wrong. Shakov going to the Islanders there. For the Islanders. All right. Back's starting to get a little bit full now. So we got a outburst, but it is a base outburst, it looks like. Going to the Dallas Stars. So go along with the Ottinger we hit earlier. We have a Jason Robertson silver outburst base going to Dallas. Tage Thompson, Field of View for the Sabres. And then we got Mr. Philip Forsberg, UD Portraits. All right, we got another young gun. We got Taser up next. Jonathan Toews of the Chicago Blackhawks, young gun renewed. We got another Lucas Cormier. Or no, excuse me, not my bad. That was Lucas, but Brendan Breeson, my bad. I wasn't even paying attention, to be honest with you. Brendan Breeson for the Vegas Golden Knights young gun. Aim Bots, Artemi Panarin. Get this bad boy all sleeved up. There you go, Vegas. Another young gun here. Got Brian Rust, the Pittsburgh Penguins, UD Canvas. We got Drew Doughty up next, young gun renewed for the Kings. And following, following that one up for the Avalanche, we got Jason Polin. Polin. That is all sleeved up. Good to go. Going to the Avalanche. We got a speckled A-lines here. We got Panarin, Zibanejad, and Trocheck for the Rangers. PvP, we got Byfield and Zegras. And we got Tim Stützle for the Senators. UD Portraits. And we got an acetate. My guess is probably a base. Hold on. Okay, no. So I think it's a population count. For a second there, I was like, that can't be another Young Gun clear cut in there. But there's a Young Gun behind it and it's throwing. I'm like, that can't be. Like, there can't be two Young Gun clear cuts in this case. And there isn't. I think we got a population count, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see what we get. No. Okay, it's upside down. My bad. They're going like, why is this like not making sense? There it is. Out of 1,000. Going to the Colorado Avalanche. Going to Santa, we got Cale Makar. So there you go, Santa. We got Cale Makar, population count out of 1,000. We got a Young Gun behind him. Going to the Minnesota Wild, we got Liam Ogren. Liam Ogren right after that. And we got Aimbots, Draisaitl of the Oilers. So that is that. This, like I said, I keep putting these like cards in like upside down in the packs. It throws me off. Yeah, nice little Makar there out of 1,000. Get Mr. Ogren sleeved up here real fast. Like so. Alrighty. Very nice. All right, Suter, Pius Suter, Kel, Zeri. We got our next Dazzler coming up. The Chicago Blackhawks. We got Connor Bedard. It's a nice one there. And we got our UD canvas right after that for the Carolina Hurricanes, Andrei Svechnikov. Gaming Co-op, Pedersen and Hughes for the Canucks. Got a Young Gun in here. Let's see what we get. Vladimir Tarasenko. Young Gun renewed for the Blues. And we got another one here for the Columbus Blue Jackets, another James Malatesta. We got one of those a little bit earlier as well. City Satellites, Kucherov right after that. There you go. That's what, 4 or 5, I think, Young Guns. So. Cop, Lorne, New Hook, Kiki Bedard, and we got Cal Clutterbuck. Breaking news for the Islanders. And again, kind of with the theme of the case, we're getting a lot of like duplicate team hits, right? Noah Dobson for the Islanders. And then Esa Lindell right after that. What we got in here? Perico. Got Devin Levi up next for the Buffalo Sabres. Devin Levi. Kucherov, breaking news for the Lightning. And then we got Roman Josi, Gaming XP for the Preds right after that. Two packs left, and then again we'll be getting into the final 6 boxes of our case of Series 1 here. Ethan Bear, Sparkle Checkpoint here. We got, Speckle, excuse me. We have the Washington Capitals. There it is, going to the Dallas Stars. We have a young gun here, Maverick Bork. Base young gun for the Stars. And then we got Austin Matthews City Satellites for the Leafs right after that. All right, there we go. Good old Maverick Bork for the Stars. This should be all 6. Sure. Put that down. Got a speckled gaming PvP here, Mrazek and Bennington. And we got the Crosby Field of View. And then we got Jack Eye ejecting someone into space. All right. And that'll do it for that. That's box number 6, everybody. Again, 6 more boxes to go. Like I said, the ownership of the Leafs will be changing from Foxy to BP now. Yeah, son of a bitch, I guess. All right. Let's see what we're going to get here. We got 37 on the sticker. And 70 on the box. All right. What do we got next? Again, this is box number 7. This is box number 7 here. Like I said, I did save the box from the Malloy hit there because, like I said, I don't know. I'm sure Vance may want to send that in, but I did get it set aside. Obviously, if I need to contact Upper Deck and let them know that they sent us some shit, you know, I will. I'll let them know. We got maybe a black and white in here. I don't know if it's a young gun. It looks black and white to me. It is black and white. What do we got? The Toronto Maple Leafs. This one is going to UBP. We got Matthew Knies, black and white canvas. We might have a young gun canvas behind him, though. No, just a normal canvas. We got Logan Couture for the Sharks. And Jack St. Ivany for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Young gun right after that. Should set that one up to the side. You know, I'll sleeve that one later. All right, going to Pittsburgh. So there you go. Pittsburgh going to Graham. Yeah, in Pittsburgh, there's a few teams, like I'm definitely like coming with BP when he says I'm interested in seeing Ingrained, because there's definitely some teams in Ingrained, like, you know, they got some names in there. Like, I think we got ourselves a Young Gun Outburst here, though, folks. So we got ourselves our next Young Gun variant here, but I'm interested in seeing in grand because like I said, there's definitely some names in there. I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed, hopefully we can get lucky and see them. Oh yeah, it's a Silver Outburst Young Gun there. Let's see what's the position. It's a defenseman. Can we get lucky this time? Oh yeah, Vance. There you go. There you go, Vance. Dang. Lane Hutson, baby. Silver Outburst Young Gun. There you go. There it is. I was like, they can't give us Malloy again, can they? They can't do this to us, damn it. There you go, Vance, buddy. Able to view Connor McDavid. Nathan McKinnon, UD Portrait right after that. There it is, folks. There it is. And I'm prepared for this occasion. I am prepared. I got plenty of one touches for everybody if we can, you know. That. Maybe not. There it is. Bang. Yowza. Yowza. Yeah. Alrighty. That's what I'm talking about. There you go, Vance. That's why you break with me, buddy. That's why you break with me. There you go. Bang, bang, bang. Lane Hutson Silver Outburst Young Gun, baby. Looking sweet. Oh, looking so sweet. Alrighty. That's what I want to see. That's the shit I want to see, folks. Let's kick Mr. Mook out the way. Mr. Hudson down there. All right. There we go, folks. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I mean. Let's get these hits just kind of slowly get better and better. Again, I'm hoping we have a nice big case SPA. And then I hope Ingrain just drops just a whole bunch of fire all over us. Hopefully that case just shits fire everywhere. That's the hope. And up next, Young Gun Renewed, JT Miller going to the Rangers. We got a left wing Young Gun going to the Chicago Blackhawks. We got Mr. Landon Slaggert once again. We did hit one of those a little bit earlier. Got Konechny Aimbot. And again, quick shout out as always. Normally, obviously, most of our stuff comes from Triple Play, and like I said, normally that's normally what I like doing. But it's one of those things where I kind of had to prepare this break a little bit more ahead of time, and it's not as easy to kind of coordinate with them, kind of outside of product releases. So unfortunately, nothing that we are opening today is going to be from Triple Play, but obviously, always want to give a shout out to Ron, the guys there. They're always a huge part of the keg, and obviously supplying us with a lot of products, and they've given us some really huge cases and stuff like that. So as always, thank you guys. Always appreciate it. But again, nothing was supplied though by them this time around, and got ourselves a canvas. So nothing was supplied by them this time around, but so I always want to make sure, like I said, just to give a shout out though to the folks that got Canvas Barkov for the Panthers. Then we got Stamkos for the Lightning. Young gun renewed. And then we got a young gun right behind there. We got a Graham Clark going to the Devils. Going to Dub, Graham Clark. But yeah, so I wanted to just give a shout out to the folks going to help us out. Actually, the ingrained case came from DNA. I'm not gonna lie, I got that from David Adams. But everything else though, basically are coming from buddy Timmy Ahern. But our buddy there, Timmy Ahern, there working over at the Mealy Pop shop down there. I think it's in Florida. I want to say it might be in, I don't know, I can't remember where, but it's Florida there down there. But they normally hook us up just as much. They give us some really good pricing and stuff on the cases and things that I think it really helped this break for the most part with the prices that I was able to get from them. So again, I always want to give a shout out there to Timmy Ahern and the guys there at Mealy Pop Shop for again hooking us up and like I said, being fair with it. And you guys have sent us some really good cases. I've bought a lot of cases through them as well. We've actually opened a lot of. Actually, I think that's where we hit our first our first Celebrini Future Watch auto we hit was from one of the cases that they've sent us down there at Mealy Pop. So they've definitely sent us some really good stuff. It was either the Future Watch auto we got from them or it was the Future Watch auto patch for Celebrini because we hit both. But anyways, so yeah, I always said just giving folks a bit of a shout out. Again, always appreciate the help with hooking us up with products and things like that. And like I said, the big thing again is just being able to price it at a good place and making it affordable not only for me but obviously for you guys, because that's always my thing, right? If I'm getting shit for cheaper, then I'm not going to be charging you guys an arm and a leg for it. That's just stupid and ridiculous, right? So if I'm getting things at a better price, you guys are going to get a better price for your teams and things like that for breaks overall. So that's always a big, always something I'm always trying to pay attention to and always trying to balance with everything else, right? As much as I want to break, I know it's not a big deal anymore there, Ryan, but 15, 16 Peachy Platinum, love to break that. But, unfortunately the prices on that aren't that forgiving. We might have a pink Dazzler. I don't know. We have something. I guess it could just be like nope. Huh. Oh, okay. It's a number. I was saying that looks so crazy. Why is that? That's why it's numbered. That's why. So going to the Avalanche. There you go, Santa. There you go, Santa. Let's check this one real quick. Yeah, I think so. So it was almost almost looking pink to me. I'm like, what is that? And there you go. But Nathan McKinnon, Nate Mac, they're on fire right now in Colorado. 43 out of 99. 43 out of 99. Colorado is a dangerous, dangerous team this year. I got to open a new pack of top loaders. So, yeah. Like I said, I just remember watching when the Blue Jackets was playing them. And I just these teams are on two completely different levels right now. The Avs are just, you can just tell they're running on all cylinders at this point. I think they want another cup here. And again, Nathan McKinnon has proven himself to be, one of the players in the league. He is premier. They got a lot of speaking of which, they got a lot of those guys, I guess, on the Avalanche, right? Makar and McKinnon. And of course, that's the other thing, though. They got a really good support cast there as well. I mean, each is really fitting in well there. I think Taves is having a pretty good year there too. I think he obviously just was dubbed for the Olympics there. So, there you go, Santa buddy. 43 out of 99. That's a solid hit. Nate Mac of the Avalanche there. So there you go, Santa buddy. I got your back, bro. I got you. All right, we'll go ahead and Move Mr. Baines out the way. All right. Back to it. We got Sam Colangelo, young gun for the Ducks. An aimbot, Carter Verhaeghe. Right after that. So there you go. That's right. I'm always used to you getting the Avalanche to their BP. I keep forgetting that. I mean, obviously, I know Santa, but it's just again, I'm just so used to you always having them. It's just it's different. It's different. But I know Santa's one of those guys too. He likes to mix it up, and for some reason, that dude. I mean, I agree with Dar. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Santa's he's got the horseshoe. I don't know, man. He's got to play somewhere on him, but he does got a horseshoe for sure. Not gonna lie, but like he normally mixes it up though, and I mean normally does pretty well. There we go. For the Bruins, we got Blue Dazzler Charlie Coyle. Charlie Coyle. And then another Bruins hit here, Pavel Zacha. Canvas, and then we got the co-op, the Rangers there. I know. I'm sorry, BP. But I mean, on the bright side, though, if he let's just say he does hit something good, I'm sure. Like I said, Santa's more than fair. He's a very good person to work with. So I'm sure if it really came down to it, and he really hit something you wanted, I'm pretty sure he'd probably be more than willing to work with you. I mean, I guess unless it's like something like that huge, and he's just like, no, it's not for sale. But I mean, I'm just saying, it could happen. All right. Cam Ward. Mr. Cam Ward. It's always I think that's my thing about obviously some of the older names kind of coming back in here because you don't really think about them that much anymore. You don't hear the name as being dropped as much, so it's always kind of cool seeing some again. Guys like Cam Ward and stuff. There you go. Going to the Blue Jackets, we got another Del Bell Blues, and then a City Satellite Kachuk for the Panthers, the Florida Panthers. Alrighty. Dale Bell Blues. All right, 4 packs left and 5 boxes remaining. Breaking news, Joey Daccord for the Kraken. Matt Boldy for the Wild. And then Evander Kane checkpoint for the Oilers. Alrighty. Cooley, Hallmark, Cabe, Hellebuck, Stutzla. Okay, we got a Seth Jarvis, UD Canvas. We got a speckled A-lines here for the Canucks, Besser, Miller, and Pedersen. And we got gaming hues there. Just the old gaming hue, nothing more, nothing less. And we got ourselves a young gun. Got a speckled aimbots up next. Cannon of the Avalanche. We got a defenseman going to the Anaheim Ducks. Of course, that corner's a little smashed there. So what I'll do for you there, Brock, is I'll set that box aside as well. Because that's a pretty good bend in that corner there. So again, if you want, I'll try to see if I can get a replacement for you there. And then City Satellites, Clayton Kella. But I will sleeve him up regardless. But like I said, if you do want, I will reach out to Upper Deck because there's a few other cards I need to reach out about them, reach out them for whatever, and see if I get the okay on sending them in and getting replacements sent. Mr. Zellweger, Olin Zellweger for the Ducks Young Gun. And then the last one, box number 8 up next. Yeah, like I said, I'll ask. Like I said, they could always give me some lame reason about like, well, we can't, but but again, I'm always asking. Like I said, if they will, then I have no problem. I will let you obviously, I'll let you know obviously the results of everything. I'll let you know what they say, and obviously if they do take it, then I'll let you know obviously when they send me something back, and then I'll we'll get it back your way then at that point. Svechnikov Gaming speckled. Feel the view on the Kopitar. Then we got Charlie McAvoy checkpoint. So, but I will try to do what I can for you and see if I can't get that replaced. Everything. All right, very good. Box number 8. 36 on the sticker and 85 on the box. 85. 86. 85. Three. Fwee. 3 and 3. Alrighty. There it is. Empty. Let's go. The Flames, I think they might have had maybe one young gun in here. But, yeah, I was going to say, I think your big product for Calgary is going to be the ingrained. But I do think, obviously, I think they might have some folks, obviously, in like SPA and things like that, too. But I think your big one's going to be ingrained. So, like I said, just hang in there. You just never know. Like I said, we got plenty more boxes we're going to be ripping today. And like I said, everybody's got their team throughout the whole entire thing. So, if something does come up, you're not going to be missing out. It'll be going to you anyways, regardless of the case. We got a black and white here. There you go, Snowy. Mukama Doolin. Oh, we got back-to-back. Whoa. We got a Lane Hudson, too. What? Whoa. What a pack right there. Black and white, young gun canvas, Shakir Mukamadulin going to the Sharks. And then we just hit the young gun for Lane Hudson as well. So there you go, Vance. And then for the Islanders, Kyle Macklin, young gun. So another big pack right there. That's a good one. That's a keeper pack. Nice gentle like. So there's our first black and white canvas. Hopefully maybe we can hit one more. That's a nice one, though. There you go, Snowy. Mukama Doolin, black and white young gun canvas, my friend. That bad boy right there. We'll get Mr. Macklin sleeved up next. Like I said, that's so awesome, though. Super stoked, though, for you, Vance, as well, because, again, I'm just glad that Lane Hutson's showing up, at the very least in this. So definitely got a few nice hits coming your way, buddy. Kyle Macklin. Islanders. Let's see. Alrighty. Just because I can and I will, we're going to one touch it. Why not? The celebration, everybody. Alrighty. There we go. Looks good. There we go. So again, not too shabby for the Habs. I think this is actually my first Lane Hutson young gun canvas I've ever pulled. I don't think I pulled one actually out of the first case that we actually opened. So very cool, very nice. Congratulations once again there to Vance on getting that one. Boy over there, and then we're gonna open this bad boy up real fast. There it is. So congrats once again there, Vance. Vance a lot, Vancy Pants. There you go, buddy. What do we got next? We got ourselves a silver outburst base going to the New York Rangers, Alexis Lafreniere. Got Bo Horvat and Barzell Islanders gaming co-op. And then Elias Pettersson UD Portraits for the Nucks. Excuse me. All this excitement gave me the hiccup. So much excitement. It's renewed, I think. And there we go. Going to the Minnesota Wild. We got young gun renewed. Brent Burns going to Minnesota. And I think we have our young gun checklist. So again, if we're able to hit one more, then obviously each team will just get one out of someone. But obviously, if this isn't the one we hit, this will get razzed off. Obviously later, probably tomorrow or something like that. Elias Pettersson. There he is. There's the man of the hour. Look at all that. Look at all that great Montreal stuff already in the background for you. There, you got base young gun. You got the outburst young gun. You got the young gun canvas. Merciless, Vance. You're merciless, buddy. You know. Anyways, let's go and get this bad boy sleeved up again. Once, like I said, if we can hit one more, though, we've been lucky enough, I think, for the most part, to hit like an extra one, so we don't really have to razz it off. But Stan Coven and Gautier. Kyle Connor, you canvas up next. Nate Mack, young gun renewed. And then we got ourselves another Zach Ostapchuk, the Senators young gun there. So again, so far pretty good. I'm happy so far with this case. Like I said, that we got plenty more to go. So like I said, I know there's might be a few. You might be a little bummed that you're not doing a lot at the moment. But like I said, I wouldn't really kind of put too much into it because again, we got a whole case of SPA to go, and then we're gonna have a whole thing of ingrained along with the premier boxes at the very end as well. So there's gonna be so much more stuff we're gonna be opening today, and you guys will have hopefully more chances and opportunities to hopefully hit at least a few nice items to send your way. We're gonna do our damnedest, folks. We will do our damnedest here to try to make it happen. But I will say obviously if we do have anyone that skunks, Oshie breaking news for the Caps. Larkin, Kaprizov. So what I was gonna say is yeah, so like I said, I don't think anyone's actually gonna probably get like completely shut out in this, but it's one of those things where like I mean if you only end up with like a couple like base inserts or something like that, I may try to obviously send you something. Obviously, it just depends. Like I said, a lot of the skunk proof and stuff. Like I said, a lot of the things that I would probably send in return would be more or less price based on the team that you took. So, like, so say advance like skunk with Montreal, I'd probably try to send them something a little bit, a little bit nicer. That's a big chunk to like whiff on. So, but that's the thinking with it. So again, like I said, if anyone kind of really goes through this and they don't, I think it's another population count. But like I said, so if you go through this and you only get maybe like a couple like then we can talk about like I said, I'll try to do what I can, try to hook you up on that point then at that. So we got, is it upside down? It is upside down. Which looked like it might have been green. I think green's in like a lower number if it is a green. And it is a green, folks. It's out of 100. Yep, out of 100, everybody. Where is it going to out of 100? Going to the Carolina Hurricanes. So there you go, Chris. That's a nice one. Sebastian Aho. Population count 100 going to the Carolina Hurricanes. So there you go, Chris. It's a nice one. Out of 100. And then we got our young gun right behind him for the Washington Capitals, Pierre Dubé. Going to Washington there. And Kaprizov aimbot right after that. So again, nice little hit there going your way, Chris, on the population count here. Like when they're nice and low numbered like that. Sebastian Aho. Who you calling a hoe? Put him up. Why not? Why not? Got the McKinnon up right now. So why not put the Aho up? There you go. Pierre Dubé for the Washington Capitals, young gun. Got our next blue Dazzler, Patrick Kane of the Detroit Red Wings. So there you go, Izzy. Because Brinky don't stinky, folks, for the Flyers. Bobby Brink. Kind of looks like Cam Atkinson a little bit. Weird. And we got Brady Tkachuk, Field of View right after that. And just a whole mess of base. I was always hoping for at least a rookie, but, hey, I'll take, again, Aho's a good player. Like you said, nice low number, so nothing wrong with that. We got another one here. We got Jeff Skinner, young gun renewed for the Carolina Hurricanes. Then we got our next young gun. We got Akil Thomas. Akil Thomas for the LA Kings. Kings are going to Dar. And then we got City Satellites. Jason Robertson for the Stars right after that. Boop, 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 boop. There you go, LA. All right. I think we got a printing plate. I think we have a printing plate. If you can, because you see the line there, but it's like if you look in the right, it's get a little bit of reflection. So I think this might be a printing plate. So with that being said, we're gonna set it right there for right now. We'll get to it here at the end of the box. Took me a second. I was like, kind of weird, just a little weird. That powder keg, just a little weird, but it's okay. Quinn Hughes, Vancouver CD Canvas. We got the Islanders here, Horvat, Barzell, and Nelson. Yeah. You're right. I'll count it. I'll allow it. Sure. That'll give you your. No, it won't. Never mind. Well, they'll still get you closer though. But PvP, Hughes, and Trouba. But yeah, I'll let that slide. If it is a printing plate of a young gun, sure. Why not? I'll let that slide as a break prediction. We got speckled portrait, Travis Konechny of the Flyers. Another defenseman, Logan Malloy. Logan Malloy going to the Habs. And then Jesper Bratt, the portrait for the Devs. All right. And you're doing really wonderful so far there, Vance. Obviously, congrats. Hopefully, we can keep that up. We're gonna go. Boop. We got our speckled gaming co-op, Guitar Byfield. McCann Beniers, Kraken, and then we got Nick Cousins for the Panthers. Check point. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to again take a peek. So peel back the layers just a little bit. It should be in between those. We got gaming PvP. Ovechkin checkpoint. Looks like it's kind of stuck there or something. I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, so what do we got here again? We got ourselves a printing plate. I think actually it looks like a Young Gun renewed. If I had to take a guess, just from like what I can see, it might be a Young Gun renewed. Oh, wow. That's upside down, but TJ Oshie going to the St. Louis Blues. Stuff. We got Ryan O'Reilly there. TJ Oshie of the St. Louis Blues, Young Gun renewed. It is the black printing plate 1/1. That is going to Butcher, buddy. There you go. That is a nice one. Very cool. Like I said, I kind of saw I was like, it looks like a renewed from what I can see. So if it's anybody's ball point or a ball game at that point. Yeah, like I said, it's a black one too. The blacks are normally the black printing plate is normally the the more desirable one if I'm not mistaken. I think so. Normally, if you're into printing plates, that's from what I understand. I could be wrong, but I think the black ones are normally the more sought after ones, if you will, because it's whatever black, magenta, cyan, and like yellow or whatever. So, but there you go. So very nice, very very nice. And that's why I like series for the most part too, is because you get a pretty good, you can get a good variety and range of hits and things like that. So, again, my hope was to obviously, try to spread it around to as many folks as we can. All right. Box number 9. 21 on the sticker. 36 on the box. We're getting down to the lower numbers. I like when the box got some low numbers like that on there. And the sticker in the box. Call me superstitious, whatever. We and we. All right, there we go. There's our next box, empty as book. And then we got, there's 21 on the sticker and 36 on the box. All right. Again, we got our 3 more to go here. I'll kind of pull them out a little bit so you can keep a close little peepers on them. But we don't fuck around here with the keg. Like I said, I just respect you guys too much, and like I said, so it's all built on trust, and I really work hard to earn that from you guys. I don't want you guys to ever sit there and go like, geez, if I pay this guy money, is he gonna send my shit? Yeah, I'm gonna send your shit. Like, yeah, of course I am, damn it. I always like seeing you guys get your mail days, and like I said, I like just knowing you guys are oh, there you go for the Columbus Blue Jackets, Dar. And it's our boy, man. It's our boy, Dar. Zach Rowinski, 130 out of 250 deluxe base card there. Went to the Blue Jackets. So there you go, Dar. Then we got our Archdeep Baines base Young Gun to go along with the clear cut earlier. And the Nylander Aingbots right after that. That's what it was. I have to remember that. Sorry, I had to rearrange it real fast, make sure that's all separated appropriately. Tampa, I think you've hit pretty much all the young guns. I think you've hit all. I think there's like 3 of them in here, so I think you've hit all of those. And then I think you hit like some other odds and ends and stuff like that. So I mean, so decent start for the Bolts, but obviously you can always go hopefully a little bit spicier. But that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get spicier as the day goes along, folks. We're going to keep turning that heat up couple notches every case. There you go, Archdeep Baines. Alrighty. Cooley, Olmark. And we got Morgan Riley up next for the Toronto Maple Leafs Blue Dazzler. We got Gabe Vilardi, UD Canvas for the Winnipeg Jets right after that. And then Field of View, Leon Draisaitl for the Whalers. All right, Young Gun. We got a Young Gun renewed going to the Kings. Going to Dar, we got Dustin Brown. We got for the Mammoths, Matt Villalta. Utah there. And City Satellite, Alex Ovechkin. For the Caps, them Capitals. Probably get a new pack of penny sleeves out here soon, too. Go. He's all nice and nestled in his new home. Matt Villalta. This one? Was it not the right player or something like that? Is it someone else? Oh, okay, yep. All right, that happens. That happens. Next for the Islanders, UD Canvas, Brock Nelson. Yeah, I wouldn't have known that just because, again, I'm not as familiar with the Leafs, but, obviously I am nice catch there on that one, Foxy. David Perron. And then Ovechkin and Carlson, PvP. All right, we got next. This might be numbered. No, not numbered. Oh, it's a speckled. I was like, what is up with this then? Okay, so it's a speckled Ovechkin City Satellite. Took me a minute to realize what it was. Okay, there's a reason why. And then we got another Matt Rempe, Young Gun. And we got McDavid City Satellite there. Alrighty. New pack of penny sleeves. Alrighty. Mr. Matt Rempe. I think this is our second Rempe we've pulled today. Green. All right. I don't know what green means. Is green numbered? Green is not numbered, but oh, that is numbered. My bad. My bad. Didn't even see it. There it is. There's the numbering. 180 out of 199. Going to the Dallas Stars, Jason Robertson. We got the speckled A lines there for the Detroit Red Wings. And then gaming PvP, Doughty, and Kachuk. And then Eric Cernak, the Bolts. So check that. Let's go. Okay. Fair enough. Just wanted to make sure. But I like the color match on this one though, for sure. I like the green on there. Pretty sharp looking card. Going to Dallas. Dallas is going to Brian. Jason Robertson. Again, that's 180 out of 199. So there you go. Get the out the way. All right. Back at it again. What we got up next? Got a speckled Panarin. Field of View. Devils Gaming Co-op, Bratton Hughes. And then Ethan Bear, Capitals Checkpoint. O'Reilly Canvas going to the Preds. And then we got ourselves a Patty Kane Young Gun Renewed going to the Blackhawks. And there you go, Nikki. Your first. I thought you had a Young Gun in here, and there it is. Jan Kuznetsov. I think he's still playing. I think he's playing for you guys. I think, right? He's playing for the Flames. Right there. There you go. Jan Kuznetsov for the Calgary Flames. There you go, Nikki. Again, get you started. Like I said, there's going to be plenty more box. We still got 3 more to go in this one, and then we got 16 boxes of SPA, 10 boxes of Ingrained, and then 3 boxes of Premier. So, like I said, about 29 more boxes to go after this. So don't you fret. There's still plenty more to see here. Johnny T breaking news for the Leafs. Draisaitl Gaming for the Oilers. And then Carter Verhaeghe UD Portrait for the Panthers. Yes, sir. Gotta love an outburst Hudson for sure. I was quite happy with that one. I know Vance is too. Anyways. Oh, we got another Young Gun canvas there. Almost skipped in on a little early there. And there you go, Dallas. Logan Stankoven Young Gun canvas. Why not? These are numbered. I think these are just the blue variant or whatever. But that's a solid Young Gun canvas hit there going to you, Dallas. And Dallas is Brian. There you go, my man. Actually, New York and Dallas has done pretty good for you so far in this first case. So hopefully that'll carry over. And we got another one here for the Bolts, another Emil Lilleberg. Lilleberg. Alrighty. Sleeved. There you go. We'll get this bad boy all sleeved up. So there you go. I think, I mean, it's always nice, right, when you're in breaks and you're kind of at least still like seeing consistent hits and things like that kind of come your way. That's always a good sign. We'll knock the Hudson out the way, I think. Got plenty of other Hudsons up there. Alrighty. And we got ourselves another Outburst Young Gun, folks. So this will be your break prediction there. This will be your third one because we hit the Malloy and now the Hudson. Now this will be the third one for the Young Gun variant. We're still looking for, again, the pink Rookie Dazzler. We haven't actually seen any pink Dazzlers yet, so we're sure we'll probably get one eventually. And then, obviously, another black and white Young Gun canvas, hopefully, and then the number to 25 or less. So let's see what we got. What's the position that we are? It's a centerman. Kind of hoping it's going to be for Dar here. I need to pull something good for Dar. I need to lift his spirits up, so I'm hoping it's a Del Bell Blues. Let's see what we got here. It is not a Del Bell Blues, but that's a nice one, though, going to the Blues there. Speaking of blues, right? Blues. Anyways, I don't know. Whatever. I'm corny. Sue me. Boldick. Zachary Boldick, Silver Outburst Young Gun going to the Blues there. That's a nice one. Chuck and Verhage. Oh, you're right. The printing play wasn't one. You're right. My bad. So that one's out of the way. You're right. Correct. I didn't think about that. So this will be your second break prediction down. So now you'll just need, again, either the other black and white canvas, or like I said, I'd like to see a rookie pink Dazzler come out of there. That's a nice hit going to the Blues. So there you go, Jeff. You did pretty well with St. Louis this one. Again, the 101 printing plate. Zachary Boldick, Silver Outburst Young Gun. Yowza. All right. We'll take Robertson out the way. Decisions need to be made. Tough decisions. Glare off there. Perfect. And we got our final Young Gun here. Tyler Toffoli for the LA Kings. Going to Dar there. Young Gun renewed. And there you go, going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Marshall Rafal. Going to Toronto. So I think BP and Foxy both got one of those apiece, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Nice. Going to Toronto. All right. 1 second as I get the base out of the way, everybody. That could have been hazardous. All right, that's good. Just don't want that to fall over. That wouldn't be good. It would not be good at all. All right. Sorry about that. Fix something real fast. 22 on the sticker. This is box number 10. 22 and 39. So again, some more lower numbered boxes here. So are we enjoying this like new kind of setup that I got going on here? Do we like the two cameras and things like that? Do we like what we're seeing right now? I mean, does it seem like it's worthwhile to kind of continue pursuing? Box here. Oops, I'm just throwing shit around now. Box 22. Hey, that's what I like to hear. That's always that's a glowing review right there, Brock. You know, it's good. It's good. Like I said, I wanted to I always want to kind of expand and get better and grow with this stuff. And um it is just me though doing this. I think a lot of other folks have like the luxury of having like a group of folks and things like that kind of helping them out. And it's just me. I'm just the little guy here and not really super high tech. And I'll give a shout out there to Will for helping me out get this set up and everything. So definitely a big shout out there to Will for the help out there on the Mach 10 breaks there, and just appreciate the guidance, if you will. Because again, I'm not super tech savvy anymore. I know my little bit, but ain't enough nowadays. There's just so much. Things have just kind of changed, and they just change so fast too. And it's hard to keep up with it sometimes. But yeah, like it's just me doing this. So like, I think that's we progress, and try to make little improvements here and there for everybody. And then we got another numbered card coming up. It looks green here. It's upside down too. It's upside down. What do we got? Yep, 37 out of 199. Going to the Pittsburgh Penguins. There it is. Like, I don't get it. I mean, he's always in our breaks, and trust me, I've definitely kind of gained some respect for the guy over time and everything, but I just think it's funny. Just like, I mean, he's literally in like every one of, like, it might not be a huge hit, but you better get, damn guarantee that we're going to see some Crosby on our breaks. I'll tell you that much. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. He's Thanos. He's inevitable. And we got Ethan Del Mastro, young gun for the Hawks right after that. Pasternak. Anyways, but it is numbered, so it will get the sleeve treatment, the now sleeve treatment. Going to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is going to Graham. You look nice next to all those Ovechkins of yours, buddy. So 37 out of 199. There's a good shot. I always want to try to get a good shot of the numbering there. 37 out of 199. It's kind of a fun little hit there going to the Penguins. All right. Get Mr. Del Mastro all sleeved up. All right. Again, after we are done with these final couple boxes, like I said, I'll kill the feed. I'll have to kind of do some cleaning up and getting some things set up and ready for the next break. Obviously, we'll be going into 24-25 SPA next. But like I said, I'll take a little break or whatever, and then we'll go ahead. We'll get ready to jump into that, and that'll be the next one up. So again, get ready, folks, because again, like I was saying, I wanted this. I'm fine with like starting off with some series, then we're gonna move. We're gonna take up that next level. We're gonna go with SPA, and then we're gonna really finish off with some, with some stuff there and ingrained in Premier. So got a Forsberg Blue Dazzler. Dawson Mercer, New Jersey Devils. And we got Kaprizov. What are we young gunning? For the Dallas Stars, we got Jamie Benn. Excuse me, Young Gun renewed. I forgot about him. I forgot about Mr. Waugh here, Joshua Waugh. For the Habs, forgot all about him. And then we got Nylander. Go. So we got 2 out of 4 break predictions so far. So we have not seen a pink dazzler yet, but hopefully if we do, it could be a rookie because then at least you'll have your 3 out of 4. So you'll at least have the $10 break credit. We will be giving away. Like so a lot of stuff I'll probably do like tomorrow and things like if we get like giveaways and things like that. But but if we get 3 out of 4 though, that will at least give you guys the $10 break credit prize unlock there. We'll random that off against someone in the break. Greg Canvas. We got breaking news. Suzuki and Marchand right after that. More young guns. We got ourselves a Roman Josi Young Gun renewed for the Nashville Predators. And there you go, Nikki. Another Jan Kuznetsov Young Gun. They were just hiding in the back of the case. That's all they were doing. They were just waiting for you. That's all. I think that was. You never know, though. Sometimes you just got to check some card, just make sure you're not missing like a numbering or something on that bad boy. All right. Another young gun. We got a speckled duty portrait for the Dallas Stars, Jason Robertson. And there it is once again, another one here for the Wild, Jesper Wallstedt. Base young gun. Ovechkin City Satellites right after that. All right. Just for Wallstedt. Word, dog. We got five packs left. Let's see what we get. We got 2 more boxes after. Ready. Andre Burakovsky for the Kraken, UD Canvas. Next for the Boston Bruins, we got Tim Thomas, Young Gun renewed. And we got another Young Gun for the Avalanche, Jason Polin. Yes. There you go. All right. Final 4 packs. Box 10. A-line for the Bolts, Kucherov, Point, and Hagel. Got a Gaming XP, Connor McDavid. And then Austin Matthews, UD Portrait right after that. Oops. Huh. We got an acetate. I'm guessing maybe it's a base. It's not a base. It's looking like a population count. Looks like it's gray, so I'm guessing it's out of 1,000. What we got? Going to the Habs, we got Cole Caulfield up next. So another hit here going to Montreal. Again, congrats there, Vance. Like to see it. There you go. So at 1,000, Cole Caulfield population count. And then we got breaking news, McKinnon and gaming POV, Stutzla and Tavares. And then checking point, Pavel Minchikov. Getting that snuck in there on me. Alrighty, there you go. 2 packs left to go. Gaming Co-op Blue here, Stutzla and Kachuk. Well, I didn't see that one coming. That kind of small numbered, but we got here another Young Gun canvas going to the Vegas Golden Knights. So there you go, Ken. Brendan Breeson. It's a nice hit there going to Vegas. And there you go. And that's a much better, well, kind of, I guess that top, let's look a little white mark there at the top, but at least it's done got that corner damaged in there, but it's like I was gonna say, oh, this is much better. It's like, yeah, it is, but it isn't. Get that little white dot there at the top there on the edge. Just, side as well, just to be on the safe side. Olin Zellweger. So like I said, if you want, like I said, I'll definitely contact Upper Deck about that. See if we can't get some changes there. Brendan Breeson for the Vegas Golden Knights. All right. Oops. And we got our silver outburst going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. We got Joseph Woll. Going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Gaming Co-op for the Bruins, Pastrnak and Marchand. And then Mitch Marner for the Leafs as well. One momento. All righty. 2 more boxes to go. We got 18 on the sticker here and 73 on the box. We're going to get a Lane Hudson Red Outburst Young Gun. Empty box. 18 on the sticker. And 73 on the box. All right. See what we get. We got Fleury breaking news for the Wild. Malkin Couturier. And we got Crosby portraits right after that. And just a whole mess of base cards. Got a young gun. Got upside down breaking news. It's numbered. It is numbered. So 54 out of 99 going to the Blues. Joel Hofer. There you go. And then we got a young gun here going to the San Jose Sharks, Shakir Mukhamadullin. So there you go, Snowy. And then we got Aimbots, Austin Matthews right after that. These guys sleeved up again. It is numbered. So, normally when it comes to series, if it's numbered or a young gun, I will sleeve it up immediately. Most of the other stuff, I'll just wait till obviously at the end or after the break to get them all sleeved up. Joe Hofer, 54 out of 99, breaking news. It's a nice little hit there. Kick McKinnon out the way, I guess. It's been up there for a minute. All right. Get Mook sleeved up. Little Mook. Crazy Mook. All right. What do we got? Gustav Nyquist for the I said Seattle Predators, Nashville Predators. Rasmus Dahlin. Buffalo. And then Connor and Scheifele. Like I said, I know SPA is the one you're really probably looking forward to there, Snowy. Just think of it. You're just think of it as you're trying to save all that magic and luck for that, right? We got Ryan O'Reilly, Young Gun renewed for the Avalanche. I forgot about him as well. Forgot about it. So Gavin Brindley going to the Blue Jackets there. Forgot about him. He plays for the Avalanche, but that is going to CBJ regardless. We got Tage Thompson. Yes. All right. Mr. Brindley. For them Blue Jackets. That's what we got in this pack. Noah Dobson. Islanders, and we got Kevin Korchinski. Austin Matthews right after that. All right. Got another young gun in here. The Philadelphia Flyers. We got Claude Giroux up next, Young Gun renewed. We got for the Vegas Golden Knights, Mason Morelli, young gun. I think that's the last one we need to hit for them. Should be the all three then. The Brinkat UD Canvas. Mason Morelli. Another young gun in this one. Got a speckled aimbots, Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. And there we go for the St. Louis Blues, Zachary Bolduc, base young gun. Let's see, Satellites, Nathan McKinnon for the Avalanche. Right after that, just a whole lot of base. Right. Sleeved up. He is sleeved up. We are ready to go. What do we got for the next pack? Let's see what we got. 5 left. Then we got our last box of this case. Again, we'll be getting to SPA next. 24-25 SPA is the next box. The case we'll be opening. But again, that'll probably be maybe, from what I can tell, probably maybe like around like 4:30-ish we'll go live for that one. Got a speckled Gabe Vilardi for the Jets. Robertson Field of View. Morgan Geeky, he is elite for the Boston Bruins. He is elite. Mark Stone. Canvas going to Vegas. Going to the San Jose Sharks. We got Young Gun renewed, Joe Pavelski, Little Joe. And then right behind him, we have another Arshdeep Baines for the Vancouver Canucks. Alrighty, 3 packs left to go. We got our speckled A-lines here going to the Toronto Maple Leafs, Marner, Matthews, and Nyes. And we got Clayton Kella up next. And then Jesper Kotkaniemi. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Going to the Canes. Got a blue Matthews here. So these ones are numbered. They're just a variant, I believe. We got Tim Stutzla, UD Canvas. And then we got ourselves, there you go, Brock, another Cutter Gauthier Young Gun. Going to Anaheim. So there you go, Brock, another one of your boy. Cutter Gauthier. There you go, going to Anaheim. All right, last pack. We'll move the last box down. And we got a silver outburst, but it is a base. Going to the New York Rangers, we got Vincent Trocheck. Yeah, it's always cool when that something like that happens. Making a memory, you know. We got Field of View, Svechnikov, and Aho portraits. All right. I will say it'll be nice to kind of stand up for a few minutes, get some of the feeling back in my leg. Always looking forward to that. Of course, obviously, with it, with the day kind of moving on, I'll probably start kind of working on the lighting a little bit in here because obviously when we first started, it was a little more brighter outside. I think with like the sun kind of moving, it's not as bad, so I'll have to probably adjust some of the lights and things in here. Final one, folks. Best of luck, everybody. I can't really. Looks like 20. We got 20 on the sticker, 79 on the box. Three, and 3. Empty box. 20 on the sticker, 79 on the box. All right, folks, this is it. Final box of our Series 1 case. Again, I will, once we're done here, I will kill the stream. And then we will, like I said, I'll kind of get things ready. We'll get set up, and then we'll get ready to jump into SPA here in a little bit. Like I said, probably my guess is probably around like 4:30ish. If I had to take a swing at it, 4:30, maybe 5, I guess at the latest. But got ourselves an upside down hit once again. It is a deluxe base going to the Detroit Red Wings. It is Joe Veleno. 175 out of 250. Kind of hard to read with that blue on there like that, but 175 out of 250, Joe Veleno. We got a Joshua Waugh base young gun there. Bots Mark Scheifele right after that. Just an upside down base. Alrighty. There you go. What do we have next? What do we have next? Got Brock Faber. Blue Dazzler up next. And we got Jake Ottinger. UD Canvas. And Matthew Nyes. Right after that. Excuse me, not Matthew Nyes, Austin Matthews. My bad. I don't know why I said Matthew Nyes. Austin Matthew. And up next for the Ottawa Senators, we got the young gun renewed Erik Karlsson. Did not see the young gun there. All right. We got Cameron Crotty up next for the Utah Mammoth. And we got Noah Dobson after that. UD Portraits. All right. Let's get him sleeved up. Alrighty. Connor Ingram, Utah. Ovechkin breaking news for the Capitals. And then gaming PvP, Jones and Forsberg. All right, what do we have in this one? We got a speckled Connor McDavid. The Oilers. There you go. Actually, I haven't seen him all. You haven't seen him all break. Bradley Nadeau for the Carolina Hurricanes, young gun. Sidney Crosby. Sparkled, speckled. That's all good. You're a sparkle guy. I'm a speckle guy. You know. Bradley Nadeau, though, going to the Hurricanes. Going to Chris. Brad Marchand. Got Wilson and Aho. And we got Braden McNabb for the Knights. The old checkpoint. Got a speckled Marchenko field of view here for the Blue Jackets. Gaming co-op up next, Point and Kucherov. And then Braden Schneider for the Rangers checkpoint right after that. We got our next pack up. It's like a young gun renewed. Adrian Kempe, canvas. Got Evgeny Malkin, young gun renewed for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And then we got ourselves another Brad Lambert. Like I said, what you know about the Brad Lambert? What you know about that Brad Lambert? Malkin cookies. All right, got 4 packs left to go. And a pretty good start overall, though. Again, I'm pretty satisfied with our first case in. Robertson, Johnston, and Sagan. Hedman. Swayman right after that. Hedman and Swayman. It's a lot of man. And we got acetate it's a base, looks like, so it's not a population count. Hey, there you go, Nikki. It's your boy, Jonathan Huberdeau, in clear-cut form. And there you go, Vance. Another Habs hit there for you. Joshua Waugh, young gun canvas. And then we got a Mason Morelli right after that. So Morelli and Joshua Waugh there. I figured you would like that. I mean, I think that's your your current boy. I mean, I know you have several boys, but I know you like Hubie. So I figured that one would be at least okay. Wow, I gotta open another pack of top loaders. You guys are animals. Let me tell you what. Just animals. Just eat up all these top loaders like they're nothing. That's okay. Alrighty. Come to daddy. All right. Mr. Waugh there. 2 packs to go, everybody. Again, hell of a first case. A good start here. I'm hoping, like I said, I want to see SPA, again, take it up that next notch. You know, we're going to step it up some more. I want to see SPA match it, and I want to see SPA just, you know, again, rain that fire down, folks. And for the Florida Panthers, Mackie Samoskevich. Going to Keith and the Panthers, Mackie Samoskevich. Bedard and Korchinski. And then we got Connor Hellebuck. Portraits. All righty. yeah. Whew. I hit my mark. So let's see if we can still do you one better, though, Nikki. We'll see if we can add a little bit more to it. You know, going to the Boston Bruins, Patrice Bergeron, and then we got for the Maniacs, Scott Morrow. And then we got Jack Hughes, Aimbots. A bunch of base after that. So that will do it for our first case of the day. Stay tuned, obviously. Again, I would say probably 4:30, but like I said, it may be possibly 5 for it, but excuse me. Oops. But I think for right now, we're going to say probably about 4:30-ish. We're going to get started with SPA. That'll be the next one up. So then we'll go from there. But like, so yeah, so SP will be next. Like probably about 4:30-ish, and then we'll finish that one up. Same thing when we do that. We'll it is about 3:15, so about an hour and 15 minutes away for SPA would be my guess. But like I said, I'm gonna do some cleaning up here, get some stuff kind of out of the way, trash or whatnot, and get some of this, like I said, some of the base and things kind of taken care of, and then like I said, I'll set up for the SPA. I'll get some more packs of top loaders and things ready and all that. And I said, take me a quick little breaky poo, and then we'll get going. But like I said, I will obviously let the room know when we are going to get ready to start. I won't just like start it up and then have you guys like try to figure out. Like I'll let you guys know when we're good. But I would say for right now probably about 4:30. But again, it could be at the very latest 5 though. But yep, yeah, like no problem. Yep. So yeah, Eastern Standard's what I run by. So but there you go, folks. First case is now in. Like I said, pretty darn good start. Hopefully we enjoyed it. But like I said, we still have a whole nother. We got SPA to go. We got Ingrained, and we got a few boxes of Premier at the end too. So plenty more to be seen today, folks. Again, this is just the start. This is just the hors d'oeuvres. We're going to get into the main course here very soon. Thank you guys as always very much. Again, best of luck the rest of the way, everybody. Again, you know, I'm just hoping we can keep this. Let's just keep this rolling, right? Let's just keep this moving. So, all right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys like the new setup. Hopefully, we're enjoying it, and like looking forward to SPA when we get to it. All right, folks. Soon, we'll be starting up.